And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and hopefully everything is working exactly as it should. I didn't touch anything, so theoretically the audio is still good. Give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to check that for myself because there's so many of you damn trolls in the chat occasionally. Seems to be working. Excellent. Alright. How we doing, folks? It has been a mean, 8 hours. I got very little sleep. Eyes are still hanging out of the head. I have a 5-year-old sitting literally right behind me, so I'm going to be careful on swearing today. And that does mean there will not be any doggo cam. But what we do have in replacement of doggo cam today is there's not so much in replacement of doggo cam from today and going forward, guys. Once we hit, and this may get revised, don't quote me on it. Once we hit $100 worth of super chats, I open the phone lines. You guys get the opportunity to call in on any topic at any time. That there are some exceptions, obviously, where we have certain guests on, or if it's a morbid topic. But anyway, so audio's good, video's lagging. Ooh, that's right, I did mean to change that. Hang on, apparently there is a setting that I can fix on that. Give me 1 second. Processing, advanced. Disabling advanced will reset all parameters. Save a preset to recall them. Yes, save the preset. As Aussie. Done. Hang on, there's supposed to be a damn delay thing. More effects on SmartPad. No, that's not what I want. Processing. Where is this damn delay thing then? Because I looked it up last night and it said that there's a delay. Where are we? Tim, you're an asshole. Hang on, give me a second. Because I want to get this right. Duo audio delay. How to fix multi line TikTok? No. Does it have latency issues? Yes. How to fix audio sync delay? Nope, that's for a TV. I don't need that. Damn it. Roadcaster audio delay. Headphones latency. Alright, so now I'm going to have to actually watch the stream, which is going to be annoying. Really notice it when you're talking enthusiastically. It's not frozen, is it? No, I think I'm still there. What's wrong? What happened?
I'm on 3.
Oh, you're okay. You just got to keep practicing. You'll get there.
Then I'll go on 4.
Well, sweetheart, life is about challenges. You just have to keep practicing at Mario Kart, okay? Okay. Alright, so now I just need to be able to check this for myself to check what the audio's like. I think I've muted myself there, so I should be able to just hear myself. Okay, so it's very, very small. Oh, asshole isn't a swear, Tim. Alright. Asshole isn't a swear word, we usually are one after all. I'm still saying that to my 33-year-old daughter. 2 milliseconds. Alright, let's try that. So that's 2 milliseconds. So let's have a look. Sorry, I know that that's nice and boring and that because I have to actually wait for it to go through to YouTube and then play through, but I think that looks okay. I think the delay's alright. Okay. Maybe an extra millisecond, maybe? Maybe 2? Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore because I'm nice and enthusiastic this morning. Let's have a look. And crashed it? What? Oh, come on. The stream's buffering. What the hell is going on there? I'm not on... Alright, hang on. Doesn't seem to be any issues on my and now looking at it on YouTube. Stop touching things, it's working. Maybe changing the settings cause it to reset the scene. Maybe. Quite possibly. Anyway. Alright, and we're back! Okay, so, things I will not be talking about today. A View host has said that Democrats taking Trump off the ballot in the states will create the appearance of a rigged election. Yeah, no shit, and water makes things wet. A former bridesmaid has asked whether or not she would be wrong to skip a bridal shower after she was disinvited from the wedding. Long story short, the bridesmaid and one of the groomsmen are exes, and there was a small argument. The bride chose the groomsman over her friend and booted her from the wedding party and the wedding itself. I feel that this woman has absolutely no responsibility to this bride whatsoever now. No, you don't give her an expensive gift. You don't play nice. If she decides that she wants you to go to the bridal party, you tell her to have a cup of concrete and harden the fuck up. It's cutting out. Now you're lagging. Oh, for God's sakes. So basically what you're telling me is that StreamYard does not like the... Oh, a refresh fix the lag? Okay. But you may need to consider refreshing and then tell me, then have a go at me. Harvard president Claudine Gay has resigned. Also, Jack in the Box workers are embarrassed about working in Jack in the Box after having to ask, do you want to get smashed today? Yeah, because that's why the 34-year-old still living in his mother's basement should be embarrassed about working at Jack in the Box. Things we will be talking about today. A British philosophy student has been found guilty of murder after running her fiancé over with a car. I guess she really got sick and tired of just thinking about killing him. Also, I'm convinced that someone is trying to make sure that humans go extinct as the January movement gains traction. 62,000 worth of Target gift cards. An elderly couple loses their entire life savings at Target. And the pasty white woke-ass mayor of Sydney has spoken about the New Year's fireworks display, saying it was all about black power! So, yeah. And send all the bills to the bride. Abso-friggin-lutely. So there we go. That's everything today on Law, News and Laughter. Let's get stuck into it, people. Let me know if this is going to echo.
Daddy!
What's
Daddy,
up? Oi, down. You are not supposed to be on camera. That's okay. You got to keep trying. Munchkins. You're not supposed to be on camera, okay? I told you had to stay down. Let me have a look. Let me see. Okay, so Princess Peach. Okay. So you're on 17 points, which means you're 5 behind Baby Mario. But that's okay. How many races you got left?
I don't know.
Okay, well you got at least one race.
No.
Well, I mean, I can't sit here and let everybody watch me play Mario Kart for 60 seconds. So you have a go at it, okay? Had a go. Alright. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, unfortunately. Where are we? What's she playing? Mario Kart. Knew that was going to happen when you said she was behind the chair? Yeah. Unfortunately. So, I might have to see if I can fix the blur so that it makes it at least less obvious when she comes through. Let's put the background blur back on. And settings, change the camera. Okay, fingers crossed I should at least now get a, what do you call it? A brief. Children always find a way to give their parents a panic attack. Yep. Let's have an Aussie Overlaw'd stream. What the hell? Oh, Aussie over Mario. The Switch, like the hub setup and everything is in the lounge room. Otherwise, it's ordinarily connected to the computer, and I would do so. But, she's adorable. Thank you. Refresh your YouTube app to care of the audio. Oh, well, there you go. Blue shell incoming. Get wrecked, little one. Oh, she's never close enough to... Oh, crap, I forgot. Also, the big news today is, congratulations to Mighty Meat for getting his channel back. As it turns out, people power does occasionally work when enough people get pissed off about it. So, oh, Lost in Law. Thank you very much, Tim, for your super chat. Let's kick things off with my favourite joke. Famed hitman Jimmy Two Shoes McGuffin admitted today he was hired to beat a cow with 2 small statues. It's a case of a knick-knack paddywhack. Yeah, Drone Fairy, I only learnt this the other day that you can counter the blue shell now. And you don't even have to have an item. If you do the boost and kick up, like you flick the thing at the right time, you can boost out of the way and it won't get you as well. Like, I'm finally just learning this. But anyway, alright, let's get stuck into it. Hopefully this doesn't echo. Okay, this one does come with a trigger warning, so I should just get that out of the road. Okay, now theoretically, I don't think things should be echoing because I've turned off the output and I'm sharing things directly through StreamYard. So I should be hearing the audio, you should be hearing the audio, but it's not feeding back so that we get the boosted volume for the court streams. Let me know if things are echoing. Like, legitimately let me know. But, fingers crossed. Alright. Police investigate the first case of a girl's virtual gang rape in the metaverse. That's right, people. We have officially passed the pale. We are getting to the point where you can be gang raped on the internet. And not just during a heated Bloodsport debate, either. Headline makes me want to take a trip to Greenland. British police are investigating the alleged gang rape of a girl's avatar in a virtual reality game, in what is believed to be the first of its kind probe involving the metaverse. The alleged victim identified as a girl under the age of 16. I'm sorry, what now? She identified as someone under the age of 16, or she actually was a girl under the age of 16 playing in the metaverse? She could have just hit the power off. Well, see, the trouble is that in certain games, if it's, what do you call it? If it's not static, if it's a game that is permanent, even when you log out, your character remains and shit can still happen. So, alright. She was wearing a virtual reality headset in an immersive game when her avatar, an animated representation of her, was raped by several men. It's the weirdest thing having her in the room while I'm talking about this. 1 second. I'm sorry, what?
I never got it.
Do you want me to put it on one of the easier levels for you? Alright, hang on. Oh, you still got a race to go. There you go. Okay. Although the accuser did not sustain any physical injuries, she may have suffered... Because it was virtual reality, they're saying that she suffered the same trauma as someone that experiences physical rape. Although the accuser did not sustain any physical injury, she may have suffered trauma similar to someone who'd been raped in real life, according to police. There is an emotional and psychological impact that on the victim that is long-term than any physical injuries, a senior officer said. Oh, excuse me. Maybe you shouldn't worry about streaming. The trouble is, I can't take it. Look, as bad as it sounds, and this is the same thing that Nick says, irrespective of what YouTube will tell you, you can't take the time off. When I took the week in December because things were rough, the channel plummeted. You genuinely cannot take the time off. What's that? Is Mr. Harris with us tonight? I have no idea. Still, UK authorities fear it might be impossible to prosecute under existing laws, which define assault as physically touching in a manner without consent. The investigation has raised questions about whether police should be using the time and limited resources to investigate metaverse crimes while struggling with a substantial backlog of in-person rape cases. But Home Secretary James Cleverly defended the trailblazing VR rape probe. I know it is easy to dismiss as not being real, but the whole point of these virtual environments is that they're incredibly immersive. And we're talking about a child here, a child who has gone through some trauma. It will have a very significant psychological effect, and we should be very, very careful about being dismissive of this. What's next? Metaverse murder? Probably. Got a mate who used to play Mario Kart on the regular online. He was also at one point the best Aussie Doom deathmatch player. #1 World Kirby current on Smash Brothers. Oh, interesting. Digital battery, yep. Don't have a channel worth maintaining, so taking a week off is just fine for me. Well, there you go. Was it glued to her head? Well, I mean, look, whether it happened in a matter of moments or if it was sustained or whatever is sort of irrelevant. This is more the whole way that the UK is going, though, with thought crime. Because you're seeing... I mean, we saw, what, a month and a half ago, that autistic kid that was arrested for calling a police officer a lesbian or something along those lines. I can't remember off the top of my head. The point is, like, the UK is going all out on this whole thought crime shit. Every time I die in a video game, that gives me unrecoverable trauma similar to a real casualty. PTSD from Call of Duty. Look, as bad as it sounds, there was a thing a while ago about a World War II vet that used to play Call of Duty because it reminded him so much of it. And, like, apparently it was great. I have a great idea. Maybe parenting should involve keeping this level of VR out of children. I would agree with you on that. I've got the PS4 VR headset. Actually, I've got to work out whether or not that works with the PS5 or not. I don't think it does. She ain't gonna be... What was it? You look like my lesbian auntie or something like that? Yeah. Maybe it was full dive VR. Played Battlefield and suffered some PTSD. The same PTSD as people who've gone to war. Yeah, that's the logic we're talking about here. Your girl is gorgeous for a little glimpse. Yeah, sorry about that. I might actually have to trim that out, unfortunately. UK sucks ass. Yeah. British police don't have a good record on prosecuting rape of minors by groups of men in real life. Yeah, let alone with this sort of shit, so... in Canada, you can be charged with SA for smacking your kid in the balls. Most people wouldn't do that, but it's hardly sexual in nature. Lovely. Also, for anyone that's worried about the language and that sort of thing, she's got her headphones on. That's why when she talks to me, she's talking really loud, because she doesn't realise that I can hear her at a normal level. Every first-person shooter should just be chasing each other and sitting down to talk things out. Where are we? It'll still have a significant psychological effect, and we should be very, very careful about being dismissive of this. Cleverly also...
I won a chance, Daddy.
You won?
No.
No? Did you win the race, or did you win the... Well, you can't have won overall, because you were 4th in the standings. Did you win that particular race?
No.
Alright, give it here, and I'll put you on one of the easier races.
I never...
Hey, 3rd is still good for a 5-year-old.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's very good for a 5-year-old. You're not 6 yet. You're 5.
I am 6.
No, you're not. Look, you still got a trophy. You got the bronze trophy.
Did I get a trophy?
Yeah, you got the trophy. And you've probably got enough coins that you'll unlock a new car next too. Put her on Rainbow Road? No, I'm not going to do that. Hang on. Just going to put it on the easy set of tracks for you, okay? You'll still be Peach. You still got your thing. There. I'll put you on the Mushroom Kingdom. Okay? Nice and easy track for you to go on. Or do you want the Moo Moo Cows? You want the mushroom? Alright. There you go. Enjoy. At 5, I wasn't allowed to change the games on the NES. I'm jealous. Well, it's a little bit easier when it's the Switch, because it's just touchscreen and that sort of thing. Don't have to pull things out. Put her on my parade. That's funny. She's adorable. We go for our fertility appointment on Thursday. Nervous but excited at the same time. Dude, with the trouble that we had having her, I fully understand where you're coming from. Just know that even if there are issues, there's still a lot that can be done. So you don't necessarily need to be nervous, okay? No dog cam is best today. Yeah, Jason, there won't be any dog cam today. But if we get to $100, I will open the phone lines. Was it when the drag queen story hours, chemical in the water, and gene splicing in the food? Yeah. I was beating my uncle and his mates heretic during LAN parties. Oh, LAN parties. Okay. At 5, I was figuring out how to change the cartridge on the NES. There you go. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, cleverly also argued that someone willing to grape a child's avatar in a video game may well be someone that could go on to do terrible things in the physical realm. Like I said, this is policing thought crime. Because at what point does because the metaverse is a very interesting it's a halfway point between the real world and thought, like actual legitimate thought. Because yes, it's all digital, so it's not, you can't physically do stuff. On the one hand, I understand where they're coming from. On the other hand, they need to shove a rock up their ass and sit on it. Used to virtual graping till I had a lady yell at me in Discord. I always thought, chill out, lady, it's only a game. Look, I'm not a fan of it. But I mean, this is like this is the same argument that saying playing Call of Duty leads to mass shootings, or that playing boxing games leads to fights in the schoolyard. It's, you know, it's not a great argument, and the whole thing that they're trying to police exactly what people think, what they do in a completely immersive realm, I think is bullshit. I mean, real police shouldn't be policing this. If there is crimes being committed in a virtual reality situation, have virtual reality police. Let them waste their time and money on that. You know? When I was 5, I had 2 75-pound Husky Shepherd mixes and a stick. Was allowed to go anywhere in the deep forest of Canada as long as I was back in time for bed. If I missed supper, I got cold leftovers. That explains so much, Tim. Lock me up for GTA 5? Exactly. Start the metaverse unit. In the metaverse, these criminal cases are considered especially heinous. Welcome to Law and Order Metaverse Unit. Dung dung. Oh, I need to put the dung dung on there. How did I not think of that? Jimmy Dore posted a video on Zuckerberg, says Facebook will soon read your mind. Oh, screw that. What if a 90-year-old identifies as a 14-year-old? Is that a crime? You'll be a meta lawyer. Well, there you go. Ian Critchley, the lead for Child Protection and Abuse Investigation at the National Police Chiefs Council, echoed Cleverly's words, telling the Mail that the metaverse is creating a gateway for predators to victimize children. How about you don't put the children in the circumstances where you allow them to do that? You're not going to allow a 5-year-old to sit on a phone and watch porn. Why would you allow anyone under the age of 18 to have access to that kind of shit on the internet?
I won! Daddy, I won!
That's great, sweetheart. You come first?
Yes!
Good job. Does the metaverse not have mods? Well, apparently. There's a lizard man on the screen. Hey, Aaron. Oh, shit, I didn't actually go through and say hello. Look, I'm with a degree in LawTube. I'm just going to go through and say hi just in one go. Hello to everybody. Bernice, dropping a 2-month member chat. I got the right one? You said don't allow a 5-year-old to watch porn, but you know some parents are terrible enough. Yeah, I'm acutely aware. Where am I? Critchley highlighted the need for the continued evolution of policing methods to address crimes being committed online and for the passage of relevant laws. No. I want DoorDash to read my mind. It'll order a pizza before I want one, so it'll be delivered right when I want it. Toad's the best. Still hoping for some major boomerang. Look, Psycho Dollar X, we may well get there. We don't know, okay? I'm just happy that... Wait, what's that? YouTuber feared dead after jumping from cruise ship. Dumbass. There have been several reports of virtual crimes in Horizon Worlds, a free VR game operated by Facebook's parent company, Meta. That's on Meta. I'm sorry, but here's the thing. If that is... Bowser's the best driver. Well, okay, so you've got someone saying Toad, you've got someone saying Bowser. She's playing with Peach. I always go Mario anyway. But if the ability to grape someone has been coded into the game itself, and you don't have to be, over the age of consent to unlock that feature, I'd say that's on the twisted fuckers over at Facebook and Meta. I don't think that's necessarily, like, a great thing. Don't get me wrong, I think that You Were Virtually Robbed, still the most epic win music in the background, the original NES Mario Kart, yeah. Peach is OP. This shouldn't be in there anyway. Like, Meta did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Tuesday. I'm shocked. Senior police officers told the Mail that the metaverse has become rife with online sex crimes and different types of offences, including virtual thefts, but so far there have been no prosecutions in the UK. I would think not, because this is the... Are you alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you're setting up a virtual world, that virtual world cannot be subject to the laws of the physical world. It cannot be subject to each individual country's laws. Because how do you police something against someone in a completely different country? As far as I'm concerned, if you are going to be entering into this, it has to have its own set of laws, and it needs to be properly governed. Because it is effectively a new plane of existence. That's what it is. They robbed my virtual wealth. If she was checked out, how does she know they raped her? I don't think she was checked out. I think she was wearing the headset at the time. Like, I'm not saying that it's great. I'm not saying that it's appropriate. I think it probably was horrifying and traumatic for her. But A, she could have taken the headset off. B, the same stuff people do in VR games because it looks funny. Is there an actual animation for it? I thought there were people putting their controller hands inside other people's avatars and stuff like that. Last time it was just dudes during the Uganda Knuckles thing, but sexually. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Look, for me, this is just... There's so many issues here that at the moment, I think that the UK police need to fuck right off. Because I think it's outside their jurisdiction. Honestly, I really do. But, you know, this is how things are evolving. Now, the other thing is, I also need to play another trigger warning. Because we're talking about Lizzo! Lizzo shows off slimmer figure in booty-lifting leggings. New year, new me. Nope. Fat you, fat ass. BZ Collecting, hello. Imagine getting real-life money for being robbed in the metaverse. I know, right? She should sue Zuckerberg. She could log out or just respawn, or she liked it. Ugh. Do they conduct a virtual grape test? They wouldn't need to, obviously, because the coding and everything, you'd be able to backtrack and see exactly what happened and when. Getting major Big Bang Theory vibes like when Sheldon had his battle ostrich stolen. I hate that I know exactly what you're talking about. New year, new Lizzo. I call bullshit. The good as hell singer took to Instagram on the first day of 2024 to reveal her slimmed down physique while modelling pieces of her clothing line Yiddy. Right. To be fair, she looks less fat. Yes, but less fat is still morbidly obese. In her case. Excuse me. The promo clip showed the Grammy winner, 35, trying on the new Ultra Lift Body Sculpt legging. $70 for a pair of leggings? Are you shitting me? The Ultra Lift square neck bra, $50 in several different colours, as she delivered an inspirational message. She lost 20 pounds by taking a dump. New year, new me, and you know what they say? Run, don't walk, teleport, bitch. Oh, sweetheart. The only way that you teleport is because of your own gravitational field. You have no idea how hard it is to get into... You have no idea how hard it was to get into this, she went on, as she demonstrated how tightly the activewear clung to her body. This technology snatches and lifts, the booty is lifted, the booty to the sky! On the one hand, I want to see, on the other hand, I'm going to throw up. Aussie's that space age fabric, of course it's expensive, look what it's holding back. She also told her followers you don't have to wait to feel like the best version of yourself. So basically what she's saying is, you can fake it. You can squeeze yourself in, you can plaster yourself in makeup to the point where the grandma looks like a 40-year-old. $70 is still given how much fabric it takes to... She looks like a tick about to burst, a little bit. You don't have to wait to feel the best version of yourself. Oh my god. Oh no. She's about to turn into sausages. How many ratchet straps were hammered, were harmed trying to get the leggings on? So it's the clothes just compressing under great tension, all of them Big Macs. Pretty much. Yeah, she looks smaller than she was. But once that nylon and oh god, what's it called? Spandex rips, it's just going to come all flooding out. We know this. We're putting ourselves first, you guys, she told her followers. Baby boo, it looks like we went to the gym, but we didn't go to the gym. Yes, we're putting ourselves first. Oh my god, she's admitting that it's fake as fuck. Her elbows have butt cheeks. Weave or no weave? Weave. Don't want to be around when the seams break? Nope. Her followers were quick to jump in this comment section, suggesting the Juice singer had dropped a few pounds. You're slimming down, Queen. Oh my god, stop calling each other Queen. Ladies, for God's sake, stop calling each other Queen, okay? Guys see straight through it, and we know that there's, like, passive bitchiness to it as well. Why does it look like she has 3 titties? Because she does? Okay, A, yes, definitely a weave. B, ew. Another fan chimed in saying, we see you shedding pounds, love, even though you were beautiful before. Oh my god. I'm liking this. I'm just playing with my toys now. Third follower echoed the sentiment, writing it, you're such a beautiful human. She's human? The new post came a few days after the songstress mourned the loss of her dog Puka, who sadly passed away on New Year's Eve. Did she sit on her? Wait, has she checked the meme thing? Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the picture of the woman putting up lost dog pictures, and it's the dog stuck in her ass, and she has no clue? Is she shedding quarter pounders? This is the second time we've seen her. Okay. She ate him. Hate all the Queen shit too, like Queen the music though. Oh yeah, Queen itself is... Wait, is she wearing... Oh my god, for God's sakes. Look at her in not pink outfit. No, not a good look. Yeah. I've cried every day. I miss you, Puka, so much. Thank you for 20 years of love, she wrote in a caption series of snaps. Oh, you bitch! Like, I've got a thing for thigh highs and garter belts, but oh my... No... Tragic news capped off a trying year for Lizzo, who found herself in a legal battle with 3 of her ex-dancers who filed a scathing lawsuit against her. Per the suit, the former staffers claimed to have been experiencing sexual harassment, fat shaming, and a hostile work environment while employed by the singer. Scroll! Last September, Lizzo argued via her lawyers that there were more than 30 lines of defense for why the case should be thrown out, and even requested a trial by jury. She also addressed allegations. She didn't address anything. She addressed allegations directly in the Instagram post after the original lawsuit was filed, calling the claims false and stating she would never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. Garter belt, those are bungee cords. True. Mrs. Stay Puft. That's Kevlar and carbon fiber. Can we sue you for putting you through the trauma of making us watch this? No, because it's a break in the chain of causality. You have a power button. You can turn the screen off anytime you like. But thank you very much for everyone that's watching. And to the 79 of you, excuse me, to the 79 of you that are watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Maybe double check whether or not you've hit the like button. Oh shit, I didn't even think to do a poll today. Oh well. Hit the like button, motherfuckers. Clothes could be used to make curtains or bed sheets. It's just not healthy. Yeah. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness has been questioned. Work ethic and morals. I will give you morals. Work ethic? I don't necessarily think work ethic. Forgot what's her name, the singer that lost all the weight and she got shit for it? I can't remember. I think I know who you're talking about. Big boned is such a fucking lie. My character's been criticised. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work that I've done be overshadowed by this, she wrote in part. She wrote in part? So what, you've clipped out part of the... Has she been working out? It would... Has she been working out? It would explain the recent earthquakes. What about the body positivity palaver? We were so invested. Body positivity is great, but if you're not healthy, well, that's the rub. She ain't getting a rub on anything. Oh, Adele! That's right. It's hard to see the difference, which is the after photo. Oh my god. Like, seriously, woman. And also, pick a style and stick with it. Seriously. Just big boned means evenly fat. Yep. Can't imagine being that big and being proud of it. No. Okay. A highly talented lawyer, 40, who was a teaching fellow at Durham and studied at Harvard, died after becoming addicted to a cocktail of prescription-only medication she repeatedly brought from illicit websites, according to an inquiry. A coroner has issued a warning after a highly talented lawyer died from taking a cocktail of prescription-only medicines that she bought from illicit websites. For 4 years before her death, Dr. Kimberly Liu had been repeatedly buying sedatives online. The 40-year-old, a teaching fellow at Durham University, had become addicted to sleeping pills and painkillers, the hearing was told. See, and this is a big thing, because Lawyers, accountants, dentists, and doctors all have massive addiction rates. Whether it's alcohol, prescription pills, kinks, there's something there because there's highly stressful jobs. They are highly problematic, and it's just like highly talented sounds like the opposite of highly accomplished. Don't mix sleeping pills with painkillers. No. The thighs rub so much they have their own resonant frequency. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is there such a thing as a highly talented lawyer? You can buy that shit online. What's the address? Aussie about to come out as a furry? Fuck no. No, what I'm saying is that, besides that, the self-yeeting is also high as well. That's why when people go on about, seeing people becoming alcoholics and that sort of thing. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. And water makes things wet. I was prescribed painkillers when I twisted my back. Thankfully, never felt like taking more than a few days. Yeah, look, try not to take opioids if you can avoid it. Okay, where are we? While the GP had prescribed her some medications, the Harvard Law School graduate had regularly sought out others on the internet. She was found unresponsive by her husband, who, unsurprisingly, they do not have the same last name, at her London home in February 23rd, 2023, and was pronounced dead due to a mix of drug toxicity. February 2023. Why is this just now news? Okay. Assistant Coroner Ian Potter has now written to the Culture Secretary, Lucy Fraser, warning about the dangers of unregulated websites used by Dr. Lou. Oh, are you serious? That's what the problem is? Smoke weed instead of opioids? Hey, if it works. In his Prevention of Future Deaths report, he redacted the names of the drugs and the online sites that she accessed, but he warned that they were placing potential customers in grave danger. What, the UK doesn't have border security? Doctors refuse to give you ketamine?
I won.
You won? That's great news, sweetheart. Despite the different URLs, some of the websites appear to be operated by the same company and or individuals, in that ordering using an identical WhatsApp number was also permitted. Correspondence from the websites following an order being placed included messaging that suggested the operators knew their supply of such medication was likely to arouse regulatory suspicion. By way of example, messaging received in emails following the placing of an order included the following. This is to inform you that the usage of the name sleeping tablets during the payment at the banks is prohibited. I'm sorry, what? Kindly do not use the brand name as it is harmful for us. Do not mention the product or website when making payment. Well, yeah, no shit. I have no choice on painkillers, but only ever through prescription. You don't know what shit others might put in bottles online just to make money. Exactly. Well, I mean, it's an online drug thing. Of course it's going to be illicit. Like, why are they even pretending like that's a thing? Mr. Potter, who covers the inner north London, said that on one occasion in December 2021, one website permitted identical orders of tablets within 9 minutes of each other without question or checks. You're acting like criminals are going to give a shit about regulations. What the hell is the wrong with you? What the hell is the wrong with me? Why am I saying the wrong? The concern here is that these websites and potentially similar websites are not only operating without regulation, but they also appear to exploit already vulnerable individuals by facilitating an almost unseen feeding of dangerous medication addictions, thereby placing the individuals in grave danger. This is the other thing that shits me about the UK. Everything, as far as they're concerned, is about protecting people from themselves. Get fucked. Get out of people's lives. Government does not need to encroach on people's individual lives. What is the thong with me? There's a lot wrong with the thong with me. It's really riding up the arse. Grave danger. Mr. Potter said the websites could aid in suicide attempts. In Minecraft, over the hill and in the metaverse. I believe that the consideration ought to be given to the impact of the availability that such websites has on the population at large, together with significantly increased risks of those who have developed an addiction to such medications, or may even be contemplating acts of self-harm. I also believe that the consideration ought to be given to whether the actions could be taken to remove or limit access or the availability of such website. Oh my god! Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Flintstones vitamins. The inquest last month was told that Dr. Lew, an American who got her PhD from the University College in London, became addicted to sleeping tablets, painkiller medication, and other medications with a sedative effect in the years prior to her death. When the UK is getting lectured by an Aussie on totalitarianism. Yeah. Say it for us here in England, Hayden. Thank you. If I say it may be in trouble by thought police. Oh, if you say you might be in trouble with the thought police. Yeah, well. On 7 February this year, she was found unresponsive by her husband. An ambulance was called. Paramedics verified her death at the home. Post-mortem toxicology analysis revealed numerous prescription-only medications in her blood at the time of her death. Some of those medications had been prescribed by her general practitioner and were at therapeutic levels. Whereas other medications which had not been prescribed were found at levels suggestive of excessive use. Mr. Potter recorded a verdict of drug-related death. Writing to Miss Fraser, he said, "In my opinion, action should be taken to prevent future deaths, and I believe you have the power to take such action." Oh, bite me. I'm already over this, because this is just... Hang on, what's that? Kanye West declares wife Bianca Censori will be wearing less clothes than ever before in 2024, as he posts a slew of racy snaps. No pants. That poor woman. I have no idea... Like... Is his dick just that big that it drove her insane? Or, like, is it just drug-related? I don't know, and I honestly don't actually care. But it's just more of that, like... You know, I feel bad because she was Australian. What's that? That code word was supposed to be taken literally. Quick, what's the number for 911 in Georgia? And what numbers should I press if no one answers? Hashtag Pants of Prison. Yep. No, you cannot call 999 and press 55 if you're unable to speak in the US. That's a thing in the UK? Is it true that you can dial 999 then press 55 to receive emergency help if you're unable to speak? Only in the United Kingdom. In the US, there is no national silent help protocol. In Georgia, there is a way to get help without speaking. 33 county and city E911 centers offer a text or 911 option that includes 19 agencies right here in Metro Atlanta. What the fuck? Did the cleaner article from yesterday work? Oh, actually, that's a good question, Burberries. I haven't checked. Hang on. Messages, Burberries. Let's see if I can open this. Yes, I can open it. All right, we'll do this too, just because Burberry sent it through yesterday and I didn't get a chance to go through it. A cleaner has lost a sex discrimination case after claiming that a male colleague deliberately left an explosion of excrement in a disabled toilet for her to clean. Burberries, what the fuck is wrong with you? To be clear, I hadn't opened the website. Every time I tried to open this and read it, it came up blank. My GP's losing his mind. The government took away a lot of his privileges to write medications, been going after a lot of doctors. A female cleaner has lost her case of sexual discrimination after claiming a male colleague deliberately splattered poo across toilets for her to clean. Ew. Janine Talbot was employed as a cleaning operative at Par Market, one of the UK... Oh, we're back in the UK. One of the UK's largest indoor markets in St. Austwell in Cornwall. From June 1 through to June 22 last year. She lasted a whole 21 days. Great start to the new year. Toys, I'm heading over to Big and 2 premiere. Catch you later. No worries. Lady takes a job cleaning toilets, gets upset when the toilet's messy. Pretty much. Told him it wasn't on purpose. I had Chipotle for lunch. Gross. During an employment tribunal hearing in which she represented herself, always a bad idea. Never represent yourself. It was claimed that her colleague Anthony Trethaway had taken offense that as a mature woman she did her job properly, and in response he deliberately splattered and soiled the toilets. So basically she turned around and said to him, "I'm a mature woman, I do my job properly." And so she's claiming that he deliberately then turned around and pulled a monkey act and threw shit all over the toilets. In response, he deliberately splattered. Ms. Talbot said she was continually tasked with scrubbing shit-filled toilets, and she resigned in disgust after 3 weeks. Guess you weren't such a mature woman, were you? Although she attempted to sue the market for discrimination and harassment, her case was dismissed by the tribunal after they ruled that she had no evidence that he was responsible. Fucking moron. Must have ate at Taco Bell before coming back to work. Possibly. Just gonna be real, when I worked in bars, women restrooms were by far the worst. You know, I found that, and I think that's because you have to sit. Or the ladies have to sit anyway. Don't even need a cell provider. Any working cell is supposed to be able to dial 911. Yeah, same thing here. Irrespective of whether or not you've got... even if you haven't got a SIM card in it, the emergency calls still work. Dismissing her case, employment judge Anne Gorage, a far more mature professional woman, said the tribunal is not satisfied that Ms. Talbot has established the factual basis of her case, namely that Mr. Trethewey took excrement into or deliberately spread excrement and soiled the respondent's toilet. If they actually sit, it wouldn't be so fucking bad. What does she expect when they serve booze and pizzas under the same roof? True. In the hearing in Exeter in Devon, they heard that there were 2 sets of toilets in the market which receive a high level of use throughout the day, so cleaners are required to check them regularly. During the short course of her employment in the market, she raised several complaints about the cleanliness and hygiene issues on the site and highlighted an alleged failure of male colleagues to clean them as required. Bitch. On one shift, she was horrified to find an explosion of excrement in the site's disabled toilet. Okay, can I be real here for a second? As bad as it sounds, it's the disabled toilet. If you get a person who is differently abled of a certain persuasion in there, there's a high chance.
I'm on 4.
Good job, give me 5.
No, I'm on 4.
It's still better than 12. She can't handle not being in first place. Jacqueline, hello. You came in at a very shitty time, but well done. Water balloon filled with it and thrown into the toilet. Oh, gross. For one of the following few shifts, the cleaner continued to find soiled toilets and baby changing units and raise concerns with her bosses. So it couldn't just be that the people in the area are just disgusting. If this were 10 years ago, there would be a good chance this could have been... Jesus Christ, abomination. Grab the power washer and get to work. Oh, Viking. That's bad. Explosion of excrement in the toilet. And she blamed the colleague for leaving the mess. It's a load of shit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. During one shift midway through June, she watched her colleague head into the toilets, then emerged 10 minutes later, telling her that he just checked the toilet and that they were fine. She went in afterwards and was horrified to find what she described as a toilet splattered with sloppy poo and complained about him. On June 22, Miss Talbot sent a highly emotive text to her boss saying she was constantly coming across shit-filled toilets with no tissue, which she also blamed on him. She told bosses that she felt threatened and anxious and would no longer be able to work at the market. He vigorously denied the allegations. Recently went for a job interview at Greg's. Toilet was disgusting. The manager asked, "Do you have any observations?" I said, "Yes, clean the toilet regularly. It reflects on the shop." Didn't get the job. This shit is getting out of hand. Yes, it is. Couldn't have been worse than a porta potty on a construction site. Oh, God. I've used a porta potty. They are nasty, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, Pete. I would rather do it in a bush, frankly. Okay, moving on. So I can close that. Don't need that. Got that. You know what? I'm going to play the trigger warning for the gents on this one, because this is some scary shit. Let it grow. January movement wants us to embrace body hair. In the UK, it could be Southeast Asian who honestly don't know how to... Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. The first month of the year is traditionally a time of change and resolution. Gym memberships spike, people seek new jobs in record numbers, and abstaining from alcohol and meat becomes a popular pastime. You can take my steak out of my cold, dead hands. I have specifically already told the wife, if I get bitten by that tick that makes it so that I can't process protein, she's allowed to put a bullet in me. Not in Minecraft, legitimately. That is quite the picture to lead off with. Oh, it gets so much worse. I previewed this. It gets so much worse. Over the past 6 years, this period has been marked by January, an initiative challenging women to put down their razors for the month. Despite its name, the message is evergreen, and the campaign's official Instagram account, which has over 40,000 dickheads following, posts images of women celebrating their body hair year-round in a bid to normalise it. I haven't put a spewing sound effect on yet. But all I will say is that this article makes me... that ain't Movember? No. January is liberating because it gets you thinking about the way you treat your body and why, said January founder Laura Jackson to a British newspaper in 2021. Maybe soon we'll be at a point where people can just do what they want in relation to their body hair and we won't even need to talk about it. That would be something. I saw it, so you have to too. While there's evidence of ancient Egyptians, Romans, and Renaissance-era Europeans practicing hair removal, the status quo for women in the West, namely that hairless underarms, legs, bikini lines, and upper lips are more socially acceptable, came about after men from World War I returned home with disposable safety razors, only for women to experiment with them. Fashions were changing too. The garments that revealed more skin coming into the vogue, sleeveless tops that revealed the underarm, for instance, and higher hemlines that showed off more of the wearer's legs. Razor manufacturer Gillette saw a golden opportunity and in 1915 launched the Milady Decollet. Various advertisements from the time bill it as a well-groomed women's solution to an embarrassing personal problem. Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? You can hate me all you want, Psycho. It was a very conscious decision by Gillette to aggressively expand their market to women, said Brianne Fars, a professor of women and gender studies at Arizona State University, in a telephone interview with CNN. This marketing coincided with the rise of the fashion photography in magazines that meant images of new beauty standards spread like wildfire. A century later, female body hair remains taboo to many, even in societies that celebrate the benefits of all that is natural elsewhere, from cosmetics to food. Never stop women's competitive nature to outdo the other women. Any woman who voluntarily lets her hair grow to be looked down upon by other women... will be looked down upon by the women, never going to change. No, I don't think so. Always late, need to tell myself off. You're alright, Gimba. Men's razors work way better. Really? In 2021, a study by market research company YouGov found 59% of Britons considered female armpit hair unattractive, with men and women largely holding the same view at 57 and 61. That's way lower than I was expecting. But the research also found attitudes were generational, with younger people less likely to find female body hair or facial hair unattractive, and younger women in particular more accepting of female body hair. I'm sorry, if you go to kiss a woman and she has a thicker beard than you, you've got problems. Coldest months of the year, no one will see these people and they probably wouldn't get dates if they were shaved anyway. These speed skating outfits are so tight on Eastern team you can see the outlines. Gross. Certainly body hair is increasingly visible in mainstream settings. The hashtag body hair positivity has over 214 million views on TikTok. Ooh, I should add that to the stream then. Razor brand Billy shows body hair on its models, and a beauty product called Fur Oil is available for anyone wanting to soften their pubic or underarm hair. However, the bigger picture tells a less progressive story. Compliance rates of body hair removal are staggeringly high, said Fars, who cited research that between 92 and 99% of women in the UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, and most of Western Europe regularly remove their leg and underarm hair. That's really shocking for a norm that has no health benefit. We can't get that level of compliance with seatbelt wearing or toothbrushing. It's amazing how powerful this norm is. You're revoking your like. Not my fault. Indeed, despite body hair activism being more visible, the initiatives like January gaining traction. She says that while we want to believe people are rebelling more than they actually are, we're not seeing the data to support that. An increase in female body hair is a widespread trend, adding that pubic hair removal is only increasing. I can't... Oh my god! Nah, I'm done with it. Moving the fuck on. Chipotle worker beaten by furious customers upset over extra chicken charge. An enraged North Carolina man and woman are being sought for viciously attacking a Chipotle worker after learning that their extra order of chicken would cost more. Jamal Williams, 36, and Kayla Pyle, 34, reportedly placed an order inside South Carolina Chipotle on December 10, when a 20-year-old worker there said that Pyle's request for extra protein would cost more. A heated argument kicked off, and according to local authorities. The unidentified worker was allegedly so upset that with the interaction that she decided to end her shift early from the Indian Land Eatery near Charlotte and go home at around 9 p.m, according to the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. It's unclear what was said between the arguing parties. Don't want to eat Chipotle, then watch the last story? Yeah, no, I think it was probably better to get to the food after we got through the gross stuff. As the worker headed to the door on one side of the dining room, Williams, who at 6 foot 3 inches tall and 300 pounds, is much bigger than the worker, entered from the other side and approached the victim. He pushed her to the floor and began hitting her, pulling her hair and jerking her around, according to the police. Pyle then joined in and struck the victim. Video footage posted online shows the attack unfolding with the Chipotle worker falling to the ground and calling out to protect herself. You done? You want your phone?
Can we play something together?
Yeah, so.
Because I'm getting a little bit bored.
You're getting a little bit bored? I did tell you that Daddy has to work a couple hours each morning, okay? Would you rather go to daycare? No. I didn't think so. Are you serious right now? No, no playing with the buttons.
Why?
Because it's not okay.
Please.
Alright, I tell you what. How about I turn the camera off? You come here and you can help me with the news stories.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Alright. Now just be careful with the microphone because it's right there in front of you. Okay? Alrighty. Alright. Video footage posted online shows the attack unfolding. So, someone went into a Chippy Nuggy store and they got really angry because they wanted to charge them extra to get extra Chippy Nuggies. That's not very nice, is it? No, you don't hit somebody just because you want extra Chippy Nuggies, do you?
I thought you mean extra Chippy Nuggets.
Yeah, they asked for extra Chippy Nuggets, but they didn't want to have to pay for it. It's not very nice, is it?
No, you have to pay for it.
Exactly, you have to pay for it. Oi! Cheeky. No. Stop playing with the sliders. Okay? No. Just no. Okay. Do baby Aussies get their accent after slaying their first emu? No, long before then. What are you doing? All the games where you kill people, bad precedent.
There's something in your ear.
Oh, you need to tell me something in my ear. Okay, what do you need to tell me? You're gonna make the what in the house funny?
The rules in the house funny.
The ruse in the house funny.
Yeah, that we can't do things, but I'm gonna make it funny.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what the hell that is. Just don't turn the camera on because you're right in front of it, okay? Stop playing with the buttons! Okay, alright. Police were called to the scene, but Williams and Pyle had fled the scene in a Dodge Charger by the time they arrived. Stop it. No. I don't know what was said between Pyle and the victim, but the victim was leaving for home and was chased down from behind by Williams and attacked in the dining room in the restaurant, said the sheriff, Barry Fail, in a statement. The assault was completely unjustified. I hope the victim has recovered from her injuries. Fox News did... Oh, God.
Daddy, how do we make these colours?
What? No, that doesn't work with that, sweetheart. That's an air conditioner remote. That has nothing to do with the bright colours on the thing.
Where does this change colour?
No, Daddy changes those on the computer. Remember? I showed you. Lancaster County Sheriff's Office said they were able to identify Williams and Pyle with the help of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. Law enforcement said witnesses got a description from the Dodge Charger and a tag number. Oi, stop that. You accidentally turned that light. Oi, no. Arrest warrants charging Williams with assault and battery in the first degree and charging Pyle with assault and battery in the second degree were issued on Wednesday. I encourage them to turn themselves in and let the judicial system run its course in this case. Will you stop smacking your head into that microphone? You're probably annoying the hell out of people. You want the light that changes colours, is that what you want? It's on the floor, it's not here. I told you, it's not me, it's the keyboard. Anyone will sound like that if they type on this keyboard.
This is mine.
Yes, I know that's yours. Okay, let's move on. Oh look, someone had bad guns. Driver arrested after Glock and AR-15 pistol found during a traffic stop. A driver was arrested over the weekend after a Glock and an AR-15 pistol were discovered inside their vehicle during a traffic stop in Richland. According to the police department, the traffic stop occurred on December 29 and was conducted by a member of the Flex Unit. Wow. How bad does your ego need to be for you to work in the Flex Unit? As the officer approached the vehicle, he said to have noticed the driver moving a lot in the driver's seat, and the officer then noticed that the driver was trying to hide something behind the seat. Once the officer made contact with the driver, there was a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. Oh, I'm willing to bet that. She'll have her own channel by the time she's 10. No, the wife and I have already discussed it. She's not allowed to. Oi! Stop pushing buttons. Stop pushing buttons. Stop pushing the buttons. No pushing buttons. I have no idea what people would be hearing right now. No. No. So now an AR is a pistol and an assault rifle. Well, I think I'm guessing maybe it was because it was cut down or something. Stop. Oh damn it! Now I can hear myself. Stop pushing buttons. Stop it. Grandson is 7, my granddaughter's 4, and they know how to use phones, tablets, and computers. Yeah, she's got her own phone that she uses. Okay, how about this? If I give you the glow sticks and I turn them on, will you go and sit down? Cheeky little thing. Alright, what colour glow stick do you want? Do you want yellow, blue, or orange? Of course you go the pink. You want the pink? Ready? Okay, give me that. Right.
There's my coin.
Hey, Munchkins.
Then super chat.
Atta girl. Using the kid to grift. I'm a terrible father. Alright. There you go. Okay. Now flick it around a bit. Yeah. And they don't last long, so play with it while you can, okay? There you go. Oh, you want it on your wrist? Or do you just want me to turn it into a circle? Okay. There. Happy?
Yeah.
Now can you sit down and watch your phone?
I want to watch mermaids.
Okay, well bring it here and I'll put mermaids on for you then.
Pregnant mermaid.
Pregnant mermaids? How is that a thing? No, I'm not putting pregnant mermaids on. That's disgusting.
Not disgusting. I just withdrawn.
Alright, there. Now you need to plug your headphones in and put them on. Okay? There you go. Maybe give her a treat like Angel. Oh, that's a bit rough. Rough. Alright, and we're back. Think we're okay. Alright, where are we? Once the officer made contact with the driver, there was a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle, said the social media post. Also, while speaking with the driver, the 16-year-old male juvenile in the passenger seat had an AR-15 pistol between his legs with an extended magazine loaded with approximately 45 rounds. What's wrong? What, you didn't know how to plug it in? There you go, it's plugged in now. What's wrong? Oh, because it took it off Mermaid. There you go. Kind of work around some constitutional laws. Okay. Give her the energy drink to calm her down. Oh, dude. Yesterday, because it was raining here, I couldn't take her out of the house. By the time her mother got home, she was just running up and down the house. Like, seriously. Okay, clearly this isn't the content that everybody sort of likes, because I can see the viewership dropping, so let's move on. Driver told the officer he was smoking a blunt while travelling back from Richland to Jackson, where he just purchased the marijuana. The officer had both the driver and the passenger exit the vehicle. While the officer was searching the car, the driver attempted to get back in the car, reaching into the rear floorboard to grab another gun. The officer was able to get the driver out of the car and detain him. Like, seriously, why the hell would you try and access a gun at the same time? Officer then found another gun, a Glock, with an illegal device installed on the pistol that makes the weapon fully automatic, known as a switch. According to the police department, when the officer found the fully automatic pistol, he noticed the weapon was jammed, as if someone had been attempting to shoot it, but it had malfunctioned. The officer also found narcotics and a credit card scanner, which was used to steal individuals' financial information. The driver, James Willie Stevens, 22, was arrested for multiple charges, including possession of a controlled substance enhanced with a firearm, possession of a credit card reproduction equipment, driving under the influence of drugs, and other traffic-related offences. A search warrant was later executed at a local government complex inside the city of Richland. Inside the apartment, officers found another Glock, which had a switch installed on it. Officers also found another AR-15 pistol with a drum-style magazine, which holds nearly 100 rounds of ammunition, and more narcotics were located inside the apartment as well. So there you go. Also, AR pistols help some people that have one arm or disabled, but the government still go. Fair enough. We can skip over that. Mickey Mouse horror film unveiled as copyright ends. Loving this. A trailer for a slasher film featuring a masked killer dressed as Mickey Mouse was released on January 1, the day that Disney's copyright on the earliest versions of the cartoon character expired in the US. We wanted the polar opposite of what exists, said the movie's producer. A new Mickey Mouse-inspired horror game showing the rodent covered in blood bloodstains also dropped on the same day. Steamboat Willie, a 1928 short film featuring early non-speaking versions of Mickey and Minnie, entered the public domain on New Year's Day. Yes, YouTube, public domain. No more copyright strikes. It means cartoonists, novelists, and filmmakers can now rework and use the earliest versions of Mickey and Minnie. In fact, anyone can use those versions without permission or cost. Creatives have been quick to take advantage of the new rules with a trailer containing violent scenes for a Mickey horror film dropping. In the horror comedy thriller called Mickey's Mousetrap, a young woman is thrown a surprise birthday party at an amusement arcade, so it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, but things quickly take a turn for the worse when she and her friends encounter a knife-wielding murderer in a Mickey costume. A place for fun, a place for friends, a place for hunting. The mouse is out. Steamboat Willie is free. Yep. People need to not take it too seriously. We made a ridiculously fun movie, said Simon Phillips, who wrote and produced the film and plays the man behind the Mickey mask. Mr. Phillips told the BBC that if you put Mickey in a family movie, you don't cover new ground. In order to flip the coin, you have to come up with something that's the polar opposite of what already exists. The film itself does not have a confirmed release date, but is expected to be out this March. Not to be outdone, a new video game has been unveiled, also featuring the 1928 version of Mickey. Game studio Nightmare Forge Games said the game titled Infestation 88 is a survival horror game in which an outbreak of vermin turns into something more sinister. At the start of the trailer, a man is heard saying nervously, "I thought it was just rodents, but there's something else in here." A huge blood-splattered Mickey then pops up on the screen while mice scurry around him. Whoa. A spokesperson for Nightmare Forge Games told the BBC that Steamboat Willie entering the public domain allowed us to include our own derivation of the film starring character in the game, which fits perfectly as an antagonist causing an infestation. Oh, that's funny. Mickey's not the first childhood character to get the movie treatment. Yes, we saw the R-rated Blood and Honey. US copyright law says the rights to the characters can be held for 95 years, which means characters in Steamboat Willie entered the public domain on the 1st of January. Disney has faced losing the copyright over its original cartoon several times in the past. The characters were first expected to go into public domain in 1984, but Congress extended the term by 20 years. Before the next expiry date came up in 2004, another 20-year extension was passed. Disney's efforts to protect its characters has been led to the law being dubbed the Mickey Mouse Protection Act. But the moment finally came, and it was hailed as being deeply symbolic by experts. The company still separately holds trademarks on Mickey as a brand identifier and a corporate mascot. That means that there are still limits on how the public can use the images, and Disney has insisted that the modern version of Mickey is still covered by copyright. It is. People are going to have to be very careful about this. And Disney has insisted... Oh, got that. We will, of course, continue to protect our rights in the more modern versions of Mickey Mouse and other works that remain subject to copyright. Look, people are going to go ham. I'm fully expecting that the slasher film version of Steamboat Willie is going to be hilarious. God, that's going to be interesting. Cat saves dog from a coyote attack. I thought this was pretty cute. A dog is alive and wagging her tail thanks to the family cat that scared off two attacking coyotes. I'm never going to understand coyotes. It doesn't make sense to me. I've always heard coyotes. Blame the Simpsons, people. I was kind of inspired by it, quite frankly. Oakley is a white dog, while Binks is a black cat. They're polar opposites, but they're family. The Dyer's wooded backyard is Binks' domain. She's a neighborhood cat that just showed up, and she was about 2 months old. On November 30th, while the family's two big dogs were outside and out of camera view, they say that they let 6-year-old... They say... What? Dyer said they let the 6-year-old Havanese dog outside to go to the bathroom. Out of nowhere, she was attacked by a coyote. And then another one appears. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not so sure that's the cat coming to the rescue as it is just running around in a circle and them not knowing what the hell was going on. Thankfully, on the other side of the video, Binks appears. She's not going to let that happen to her family in her backyard. She jumped down and scared them off. It was the craziest thing ever. Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that black cat. That gave Oakley enough time to run inside. The coyotes cut her open and she was gushing blood, from her chest to her side. They rushed her to the veterinary hospital where she was stitched up while her leg was put in a splint. Veterinarian said that the Dyer's Oakley may have... What? That the dog may have to have her leg amputated. Thankfully she healed and the limb remained intact. I'm sure the cat hissed at least. Yeah. A lot of public domain stuff seems soulless and just thrown together because it's legal. Yeah. Waiting for Oakley to recover, the Dyers tried to figure out what happened. Thankfully, we had security cameras. We were able to go back and see exactly what happened. It was inspiring to see our little outdoor cat just jump down at two coyotes who were attacking a little dog who she loves and run them off. Oakley's back to being her old self, doing tricks and eating treats, while Binks is keeping a watchful eye on the woods. Beautiful cat. Alright, where are we? Oh, I still got to talk about this. How the hell did I forget about that? Also, where the hell is the... Am I missing like half of my news articles? I must have closed it by accident. Alright, anyway. It's all gone. They had 25 cents left. Couple watches their life savings of $62,900 are drained after buying gift cards from Target. An elderly couple was left with just 25 cents in their account after they lost thousands of dollars. More than $60,000 was wiped from their savings as they fell victim to a scam involving Target gift cards. That poor cat can see the bottom of its food bowl. Nina Kamazi is the victim's daughter and revealed that her dad, 77, had received an email from an account purporting to be a Geek Squad employee per the ABC affiliate. The note ordered the man to call a number to stop a so-called $450 charge. The scammer allegedly threatened to call the FBI and the cops, pressuring the man to hand over thousands. Kamazi revealed that her dad bought around $30,000 worth of Target gift cards. Jesus Christ. The fraudster then allegedly told him... What's up? No, I said you get one.
Just hockey stick.
Hockey stick? Okay. Alright. Which one do you want on the other arm? Do you want the blue, the orange, or the yellow?
Orange.
Orange? Alright.
This time, can I shake it?
There you go. A shake, shake, shake. A shake, shake, shake. A shake that.
Then.
Yeah, I know, but where'd the thing go to? Piece of plastic's missing. Oh, there it is.
I haven't done with it.
No, I know it wasn't you. It was me. I stuffed up. All right, give me your arm.
13.
Yeah, bug locks.
Um.
There you go. What's up?
When can I play with you to have a chance to play?
Probably about 5 minutes. Okay, I just want to talk about this nasty mare, and then I'm going to finish up the show. Can you give me 10 minis?
Okay.
Atta girl. High five.
And then I'll tell you what I want to play.
And then you can tell me what you want to play. Okay? All right. What's that? Cheap labor? No. Diane Durham, who is the daughter of the victims, has created a GoFundMe to help raise money. Oh, the father was coerced and bullied into withdrawing cash, purchasing gift cards, and giving the gift card details to scammers in order to avoid trouble with the police and keep his family safe. Durham said that the parents have no money for emergencies or essentials. She revealed she and her siblings are doing their best to help them keep their home. A Target spokesperson for WSB-TV told WSB-TV that associates are trained about gift card scams. They're also told to look out for customers who buy large numbers of gift cards. The family filed a police report with the Gwinnett County Police Department. The U.S. Sun has approached Target and the police force for comment. Target's warned shoppers that they shouldn't buy gift cards if it looks like the item has been altered. Americans should hang up if they receive a call from a person who claims that a loved one is in trouble, and they ask to reveal the numbers on a card. $30,000 to stop a $400 charge. I'd say maybe something else has happened. Plus a sign on the gift cards now as a warning about fraud, and these people vote. Alright, last but not least, I need to talk about this just because this woman is really frustrating and grating on me now. I will put a trigger warning on this just because I may swear. Yes, it's a tape measure. Woke Sydney mayor defends appalling New Year's Eve entertainment that outraged Aussies around the country as she gives an extraordinary response. It was about Black Power! Black Power! Sydney Lord Mayor Clover Moore has defended the New Year's Eve fireworks display despite the entertainment being slammed by Aussies for its political overtones. Ms. Moore was a leading proponent of the Indigenous voice to Parliament and gave a Are you right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm tape measuring.
You're tape measuring it. You're tape measuring my chair. Why are you tape measuring my chair? Alright. In a New Year's Eve address, Ms. Moore aired her disappointment that the referendum had failed while gloating about the 70% of her electorate voting yes. Well, that just means that your 70% of your electorate was on the wrong side of history. And calling for real support for the First Nations people. Her City of Sydney Council came under fire hours later for the family-friendly 9pm fireworks display for its overtly political performance from Indigenous rap group 3%. The Calling Country fireworks also had references to the failed Voice of Parliament referendum, the colonisation of Australia, and the stolen generation. Several outraged Aussies took to social media to air their frustration, prompting Miss Moore to step in and defend the show. She argued on one social media post that the show was designed to acknowledge Black Power! The 9pm Calling Country fireworks was about celebrating our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities. How about you just shut the fuck up and celebrate the entirety of Australia for the new year? None of this was supposed to have any sort of political overtones. Okay? This is like, to a lesser extent, taking, say, Independence Day and trying to politicize it, making it partisan. Like, only Democrats can celebrate on Independence Day because of some shit that someone may make up. I don't know. It's been a hard year for Indigenous communities, and as they've struggled through the shameful result of the referendum, tonight was about acknowledging Black power and resilience through music, art, and fireworks. Sydney's full of wankers? Yep. Sydney City had one of the largest yes votes in the nation, along with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's electorate of Grenada, and the Australian Capital Territory. Notice how it's all the places where a whole bunch of woke morons are, compressed into. Yeah?
I accidentally dropped one of these in the toilet, but I'm so sorry.
You did what now? You dropped the glow stick in the toilet?
Yeah, but I thought you could get it. And so.
Did you already go toiling? Okay, then we may be able to retrieve it. You're not putting it back on your arm, though, but I've got to get it out before we flush the toilet. So if you need to go toilet, use the other one.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I go get it?
I'm going to have to.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Munchkins. So apparently my toilet is now glowing. Okay. Call the lady who quit the grocery store. Okay, where are we? I need to get through this so that I can go and plunge my toilet, apparently. She said the show was titled Calling the Country and was made in collaboration with Indigenous artists. The show, she said, would be act as a reminder to the world that Sydney is a global city and is inclusive and diverse of all communities. That's all the energy drinks I have. Huh? Elsewhere in the New Year's Eve address, she revealed a hope that 2024 would be much better of a year than 2023, which would end the devastation of the communities in Gaza, Israel, and Ukraine. The broadcast of the fireworks also featured Melbourne singer Angie McMahon, who not only took the stage to sing Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You, but to make a statement about the Israel-Hamas conflict. Just turns out that anything and everything in this is just virtue signaling. There wasn't a single second of this that was not a virtue signal. Every city is global, no? I would have thought so, Coke Ferry, yeah. Last time my toilet glowed, it was because I mixed Taco Bell with ghost pepper hot wings and military special alcohol. Ew. She didn't include the regular Aussie, so it's not inclusive. No, see, that's the thing that they don't seem to realise here. You can be inclusive all you want, but if you claim to be all-inclusive, it needs to be all-inclusive, which means you need to stop shitting on regular, everyday, hard-working Australians in favour of virtue signalling and wokeness. Because guess what? We still make up the majority of the population. And all you're doing is pissing people off and telling them they should hate themselves. Go fuck yourself. She's not in the room anymore, I can swear. She also called for an end of approving coal mines and gas projects. There she is. What's wrong? What? Oh, no, I was talking about someone that was on the screen. It's fine, sweetheart, okay? Accidents happen. Alright?
Yeah, but...
What were you doing for it to land in the toilet? Because in no way should that have happened. Were you swinging your arm around, or what?
No, I was gonna, wipe it because it had little wet dots. And then it was just folding like that. And it sank. But I didn't press it. I didn't press it because then I would close it.
Need to stop sending her to daycare and just have her around all the time. She's hilarious. Yes. Her voice and giggle remind me of when my little girls were little. Well, there you go. If anything, run on prison reform and start shipping people back to the UK. Need to keep the kid as your co-host. She makes the show more amusing. She does, but, having her around means that I can't rant. It means I can't talk about, Oi! Headphones!
No.
Oh. No! Please set an example, lady. Turn off your electricity first as an example of solidarity against the coal power plants. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's been 100 years since we had a massive global war. True. Oh, yeah. If she's around, I can't do the boobies. We can't watch LFL. We can't... Anyway. No, she's back at daycare as of Monday next week, and then after that she's at big school. So, you excited for big school? No.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to come here and tell everybody about big school? Hang on, I'll turn the camera off so you can get up close to the mic. Come here. No, we need to pause that so we don't get copyright claimed, because that's someone else's YouTube video. So come here, tell everyone about big school. What do you think of big school?
Good.
It's good. What did you think of going and going and staying at big school for a couple of hours earlier? What did you think of it?
Good.
Good. Did you have fun?
Mm,
Did you make any friends?
one friend only.
Just one friend? Well, I'm sure you'll make more friends. Did you play on the playground?
Not yet.
Not yet?
After lunchtime.
Oh, after lunchtime you get to play on the playground, is that what you're saying?
Mm.
Okay. So, what about you? We went and bought all your school stuff and all your uniforms. You've already gotten into your stationery and stuff, so you could do colouring and drawing over the holidays. But, tell everyone that you can write your name.
I can really write my name. It starts with S-C-A.
Mm-hmm.
R.
Yep.
L.
Mm-hmm.
T.
No, you left out a letter. E.
E.
Yep.
T.
Mhm.
T.
Good job. High five.
Yeah.
And you got your checklist for big school, all the things you need to be able to do before you
Yeah,
start.
there's one more checklist.
What's left on the checklist that you got to check off?
Be kind.
You're always kind. How have we not checked that one off? I thought it was going to be you opening your drink bottle in your lunchbox that was going to be a problem.
We already checked that one, but we haven't did I'll go get the thing and I can't remember what it is.
You're going to go get the checklist? Okay.
Yeah.
You go get the checklist. Daddy will finish this story and then we can talk about your checklist. Alright, where was he? She was later asked why there was a need to call it the Calling Country Show in the time slot, which was normally heavily prioritised as children's entertainment. Miss Moore argued the name of the show hadn't changed for 3 years. Well, that's 3 years that you've been in power. And is an indication that Sydney is proud to celebrate the world's oldest culture. The taxpayer-funded national broadcaster has been widely criticised for the courage of Sydney's 9pm New Year's Eve fireworks. What? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
But I can't remember.
That's all right. We can talk about it tomorrow. Okay, well, Munchkins, I'm not gonna let 77 people sit around and wait for us to find a piece of paper. Okay, it's okay. We can talk about it later. Oh, no pouting, no getting upset. Okay, no getting upset because I still have to go and get something out of the toilet. Yeah, take that and go sit down. Glad I was watching Sky News feed up to the fireworks and I switched to the ABC feed because Sky News feed had a massive fuck off banner at the bottom of the screen blocking the fireworks. Are you serious? While the display showed a projection of the popular kids show Bluey on the pillars of the Sydney Harbour Bridge before the 9pm fireworks, it also featured an overtly political performance from Indigenous rap group 3%, which some people are calling cultural appropriation from Black on Black, which I thought was hilarious. The group's song Our People features lyrics like, they stole the land in the name of their kings, they locked us up and then they threw away the key, you can suck my Moby Dick. However, several changes were made to the song to accommodate the family-friendly show, with the last lyric changed to, you're gonna sink my Moby ship. They should have went with Bluey. They should have just went with Bluey. The references to the failed Voice to Parliament referendum, the colonisation of Australia and the Stolen Generation, prompted critics to question why the ABC chooses to politicise New Year's Eve every year. An up-and-coming Melbourne singer, Angie McMahon, also copped backlash for her involvement in the widely criticised show. She took to the stage wearing a No Kids in Prison shirt in reference to the campaign to raise the age of criminal responsibility in Australia, which is currently at 10. Fuck that. If kids at 10 are committing murder, it needs to be lowered, not up. But that's a discussion for another day. She then waded into the Israel-Hamas conflict, telling the crowd Palestinians should be free. Viewers slammed the singer as a wannabe activist and questioned why the taxpayer-funded performances had come with a painful political statement. Exactly. If all Australian taxpayers are the ones funding that, then it shouldn't be partisan. If taxpayers are paying for it, it should be for everybody. Not for a particular demographic, not for a particular... Should have seen it here on ABC US. They went from the ball drop to two dudes sucking face. Oh. On her social media, her social media pages were inundated with mixed reviews from fans and viewers. Some say they found her music on the back of a political statement and are new fans, while others have accused her of selective morality. Daily Mail approached both Miss McMahon and Miss Moore's offices regarding the public reception of the show. Prominent anti-voice campaigner Warren Mundine told the Daily Mail on Australia it was disgraceful for the New Year's Eve event to be politicised. Yes, Mighty Meat was reinstated, Ghostry. We just want to have a relaxed start to the year and have fun because it's going to be a big year this year, he said. New Year's Eve is an incredible landmark occasion for Sydney and the world, in fact. It's telecast all over the world, and I think people are getting sick and tired of the politicisation of things. We're sick and tired of politicisation of everything. We Australians are pretty laid back. We'd like to be. I would love to just be laying back in a hammock. Excuse me. An ABC spokesperson told the Daily Mail that family viewing was an important part of the broadcast. Then don't. I know I sure as hell won't be showing my daughter the ABC 9 p.m. fireworks next year. I don't want her being indoctrinated by that shit. There was a ball drop. I would really hope that whoever was kissing after that they'd already had their balls dropped. The ABC's New Year's Eve concert also showcased biggest names in Australian music, such as Jess Malboy, Genesis Uwasi, King Stingray, Confidence Man, Angie McMahon, Mark Seymour, Grant Perez, and the Queen of New Year's Eve, Casey Donovan. Right. The ABC was a proud supporter of all aspects of Australian culture. Not all aspects of Australian culture, you fuckwits. I'm not getting into it. I'm not. I'm gonna leave it alone. Fucking bullshit. We voted no, you lost, get over it. And this is why The Voice failed. People like her. The Voice was divisive. Well, there was also that. Maybe in the small council area in Sydney, but out of touch with the rest of Australia. They were supposed to be putting on a show for Australia and the world, not their own little bubble. Exactly. Next year, the ball drop will be a transmission. Oh, for God's sakes, Tim. Guess who's at the bar not drunk watching the stream where the music is loud as fuck? You enjoy yourself, dude. Alright, I was also going to look at the Queensland Wildlife Officer investigating after a crocodile leaps into a fisherman's boat. I might save that for tomorrow, simply because I've sort of lost my flow. Where is Mighty Meat presently? I have no idea. New York City is still better than the hobo shitting on the patrol cars. Fair enough. At least it wasn't like my mum dropping her cell phone in the toilet. Look, I always thought something would wind up in the toilet. I'm just glad that the first time around it wasn't my keys. So, anyway. Where are we? I can do that, and I can stop the screen and make myself big again. Alright, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for watching. For those of you that are new that are watching, this isn't really the same sort of general style of the show. I was a little bit out of sorts, and I probably am going to be tomorrow and the day after. Simple fact of the matter is, having her in the house does throw a little bit of a spanner in the works, because I can't do any of the sort of more edgy stuff, and it does interrupt my flow, unfortunately. As cute and adorable as she is. Who's cute and adorable? That's a big-ass smile. So, but anyway, as always, people, please remember, you are not a piece of shit. You have value and you do contribute to society, especially if you double-check whether or not you've hit that like and subscribe buttons for me, whether or not you are still subscribed, because, you know, YouTube is asshole. But for the first time in about, 4 or 5 months, I'm actually gaining subs. We are on our way up. Hopefully something has triggered off, so Aussie Dad is perfectly acceptable. Yes, but at the same time, it's probably not what everybody actually wants. I mean, hey, if this video takes off all of a sudden and I need to be, like, Aussie Dad needs to be a thing, maybe I'll think about bringing it in. I don't know. Maybe I'll structure it a little bit more. But, anyway, as always, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, people, and I will catch you all on the flip side, okay? Actually, I'll probably try and do another stream later on today, like, nighttime, my time, because the stream last night made things a little bit easier, because everyone was asleep. So, just so we can catch up on various things. But anyway, peace out, peeps. Oh, hang on. No, double check that that's paused, because she was pressing with buttons. Okay, I think we're good. All right, see ya.
This shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.